Hello and welcome to your July 22nd daily briefing. Let's jump right in. There are two major debates right now going on between the Democratic and Republican parties and within each party. The main topics of debate are what should be included in the next stimulus package to keep it within budget, how will enhanced unemployment fit in there, and how will a stimulus check fit in, and then potentially a payroll tax cut. So let's break this down and figure out where we're at right now, starting with the issue of the Republicans' ideal package size. As of right now, the Republican Senate leadership wants to keep their total budget around $1 trillion, which sounds like a lot, but with everything they want packed in it, it's going to be tough to stay within those constraints. Some Republican members are even saying we need to reevaluate because even that $1 trillion figure is too big. Senator Ron Johnson has said it's already spiraled out of control, and it just boggles my mind when talking about the existing just $1 trillion budget, not even increasing it, just $1 trillion. Senator Mike Braun has said if it ends up being any larger than $1 trillion, you're going to see a lot of Republicans trying to find a way to say they can't buy into it, they won't go for it, anything over $1 trillion. And Senator Mike Enzi says we cannot use the crisis to justify opening the spending floodgates and borrowing from future generations to fund non-emergency priorities. And these are just a few of the people currently against just the $1 trillion budget, not even increasing it higher beyond that. And this is honestly pretty concerning to me. Not so much that I think all these programs will be cut because of the $1 trillion figure, but more so that the more debate there is, the odds of a delayed package and delayed resolution increases. I mean, if the Republican Senate members can't come to consensus, then I can't imagine what the debates are going to be like across party lines. Now let's get into how this relates to the next stimulus check. But before I get into that, we have a short plug from the sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by Morning Brew. For these daily videos, I have to scour the web for updates, sometimes visiting 10 different pages in order to make a single video. Morning Brew is a free daily newsletter sent directly to your inbox that updates you on everything you need to know. If you enjoy my videos, you're going to love this free service. Traditional news is dense and boring, and heck, I mean, that's why you watch these videos. Morning Brew is witty, relevant, informative, and gets you up to speed for your business news in just 5 minutes. Just yesterday, Morning Brew informed me about a strong potential new vaccine for COVID and told me about the Ant Group, a massive $150 billion business that is set to have the largest IPO of all time. There's really no reason not to subscribe to Morning Brew if you're interested in business, politics, finance, or tech. It's completely free and takes less than 15 seconds to subscribe, so click the link in my description below to subscribe to Morning Brew today. And we're back. Let's talk about how the second stimulus check fits into the eternal debate of what is the ideal package size. We know that McConnell stated his proposal will include direct checks to the people. The House wants direct checks, and the President wants direct checks. But a direct stimulus check is expensive. The last round cost about $300 billion. On top of this, the President wants a payroll tax cut still. Is it even possible to do all this? Here is a quote from Senator Kevin Cramer, who I believe is pretty much on the money with this topic. He says, if you set a top line number or a ceiling of $1 trillion, you're going to be limited on how many $1,200 checks you send out and how much of a payroll tax cut you can provide. You might have to pick one. You really can't argue with the math here. A direct check costs about $300 billion if you want to get it to everyone. The tax cut is set to be about $90 billion a month, which would come out to $360 billion if it was ran through the end of the year. We know that they want to get $105 billion for schools. That alone, those few things, that's $756 billion. That's not including anything additional for businesses, nothing for hospitals and testing, nothing for state and local government funding, or unemployment. So there's a lot of major issues that aren't even considered, and that's already at $750 billion. Enhanced unemployment by itself would cost an additional several $100 billion based on the current leanings, and it looks like that program isn't going to end altogether. So something is quite literally not adding up here. There's really two options. Either limit program sizes or increase the $1 trillion ceiling of the ideal size. I think we're going to see a combination of both. However, I said it the other day, and I'm still holding strong to my guess that it's going to end up being around $1.8 trillion in total cost for the next relief package once it's all said and done. There's just so many things to fit in there, and that's about the middle ground between where the Senate is at and the House is at. So that's all I have for today. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.